Good afternoon. I'd like to call the Governance Committee of Council to order. It's October 10th, 2024. I'm Councillor Debbie Sharma, Chair of this committee. Also joining me is Councillor Cindy Gilroy, Councillor Matt Allard, our City Clerk, Mr. Carlos Gamero, and our Deputy City Clerk, Mr. Andrew Poitras. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are on Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake for the First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. We have 3 items on the agenda. Just before we move into that, Councillor Allard, will you move the minutes of the last meeting held on July 8th? All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, that's carried. Delegations, Mr. Clerk, we have David Grant registered.
Yes, we do.
Here with us via Zoom. Welcome, David Grant.
Thank you. And glad I got my unmuting done before you called for me. Thanks again. On topic 3, meeting schedule. Pretty benign topic, but as we head into another year, we again see that EPC is set to meet too soon after the SPCs. Combined with a plethora of verbal-only reports, this serves to hide some City Hall business from public view and scrutiny. I'd ask you, with respect, to please have staff move EPC and council meetings to be at least 5 days after those meetings, which are expected to send business to the senior levels of meetings. While only obliquely related to topic 3, please require at least a written summary of every report to appear in the agenda. Moving on. Topic 1, integrity report. I'm in agreement with aspects of this report, including the definition of gift. I think all the improvements are great ones. I believe that the commissioner should be asked to include another class of gifts provided by outsiders. These are the ones that help fund city operations, even when no funds are suspected of ever flowing to a member of council. And such gifts may become problematic when they involve inappropriate actions by a member of council. And right now, they are not covered. I'm in general agreement with all the changes made to the code so far. I believe the code should go further. Since the outcome of complaints are generally for the educational benefit of all, there should be no election holiday, and the 60-day limit on complaints should be extended, in my opinion. A 1-year period would be consistent with some other codes. Since all complaints are handled in confidence, the majority of council who do nothing wrong would not be affected by extending this coverage. And moving on to community committees and advisory groups. It is crucially important that council stay in touch with residents. This agenda item is based on that fact. A functional advisory or residents association is one of the best ways to do this. Too often, city polling is aimed to get support for an idea, the wording and so on. Everybody says yes, and you think everybody is happy with it. So some city polling would completely miss dissent if there are dissenting opinions out there. The target market for these polls, who they are sent to and who responds, also skews the result. If you're asking about bicycle pathways, and the people who use them are going to predominantly respond. Anyway, there is a significant room for improvement in the relationships between the advisory groups, residents associations, and the members of council. The residents group should be provided perhaps with more complete info on when something is coming out. They should be used, the groups should be used to provide the councillor with a glimpse of public opinion. They can be the link that makes representative government seem more democratic when it includes opinions from everybody, inclusiveness, etc. When a member of such a group presents concerns, they should be taken seriously. When new city policies, I'm not saying they aren't now, but they should be, new city policies are weakening the means by which council collects and uses delegation comment. A healthy delegation system is a valuable tool for members of council in making good decisions. Reports are made verbally, and reports which arrive late weaken the delegation process. These are all good tools for decision making, and I'm pleased to see this item on your agenda. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, David. Appreciate your presentation. Any questions at this time? Seeing none today. Thank you, David. Have a great day.
Thank you.
I do have a leave of absence motion for Councillor Wyatt away due to personal family matter. Councillor Lard, you're moving that?
So moved.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Contrary, carried. And Councillor Gilroy, you're moving the motion with respect to Councillor Lukes being away on city business.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, that's carried. Item 1, Mr. Clerk, amendment to the members of council code of conduct, bylaw 19 of 2018.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This item is before committee. This committee granted, or rather requested council an extension of time of 60 days to report back. The committee required additional time to seek clarification on the definition of confidential information. There is a motion before the committee members which seeks to define confidential information in the Code of Conduct bylaw to be in keeping with how it is defined in the in-camera bylaw. I can go through the criteria, but essentially what this accomplishes is the in-camera bylaw is in existence to regulate confidential information during meetings. The committee, if this motion is passed, would be essentially implementing the same criteria for information that's provided outside of formal meetings to be defined as confidential.
Thank you. Thank you for that summary. We all have an amending motion. I think paper copies have been provided. So we would be adding in 1C with respect to what the city clerk just outlined. Are there any questions or comments? It's just further clarifying definitions of confidential information and how that would work within this code.
No, I'm comfortable with this. I know this is very similar to our other code of conduct for in camera, so very, very comfortable with the new wording.
Thank you. And we've had a review of this code of conduct with our integrity commissioner, Ms. Sherry Walsh. As the city clerk mentioned, it had come back to this committee just for further clarification and to look at that section around confidential information. So Councillor Lord, will you move this up to Executive Policy Committee and Council?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, that's carried. Item 2 is City of Winnipeg Charter Amendment to Community Committees.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is a motion that was brought forward by Councillor Wyatt. Councillor Wyatt unfortunately can't be with us today due to a personal family matter, and requesting that we ask council for an extension of time to report back on this question.
How long would you like?
60 days. Yeah.
I'll move the 60-day extension.
Thank you. Councillor Gilroy moves an extension of time of 60 days. All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, that's carried. Our last item is our 2025 council and committee schedule of meetings. The attachment is provided here. This committee sets out the schedule for the year upcoming. All of our committee and council meetings. This will go up to the executive committee and up to Councillor Lord, do you wish to move the item?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, and that's carried. I know many of us have another meeting to get to on city business. So with that, I'll ask for adjournment.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, carried. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.